Avnira village in Shopian. That is the latest information that we're getting. Now remember, SIA raids have been taking place over the last few weeks especially, and we've been seeing them constantly take place in the valley. Right now, these raids are taking place in a village in Shopian, which is called Avnira village. Now, what had happened earlier, and this was actually a while ago, this actually took place a few months ago in July. What had happened is that the SIA had actually unearthed a Pakistan plot to fund fake journalists in Kashmir. What we are going to try to clarify is whether this is in relation to the same case. So I'm crossing over to our Srinagar Bureau Chief Mufti Isla to get us more details. Mufti, can you tell us more about the case that these SIA raids are connected to? Because I remember a few months ago when SIA raids were taking place, it was due to a fake funding plot.
Well, yes, most of these cases deal with harboring militants or financing militants and putting money in terror and separatist activities. Clearly, the police officials have not told us as of now what the raid is all about, but we believe that because Shopian has seen a lot of attacks, mainly targeted attacks, probably SIA in tandem with police, really looking for all the hideouts and the channels, as also the overground workers who have really helped these militants carry out these attacks. More information would be revealed, but let me tell you that these raids are taking place in a village called Avnira, which is not far away from the Shopian main town and also not away from the places where those two labourers were killed, as also the Kashmiri Pandit Puran Krishan Bhatt, who was also assassinated last week. So all in all, SIA really, putting a lot of pressure on militants, on hybrid militants, on their supporters, as also on the couriers who enact these kind of terror activities across the valley. But yes, there's a lot of heat on these people, and clearly one expects that by next couple of hours, more information would be revealed.
All right. So right now, when it comes to these raids, right now they're only taking place in Avnira. Do we know whether they're going to be expanding to other places as well?
Well, we're not sure as of now, but clearly it seems that there was a specific information again, as is in most of the cases, because SIA has this knack of cracking cases, mainly on funds, and we've seen these are the people who have actually cracked the cases of whether it's the Al-Huda school or whether it is Al-Falah school. So clearly they're on it, and what happens later would be revealed. As I said, there's not much of an information trickling in because the officials who are conducting these raids are extremely tight-lipped because they don't want to really spill beans before they want to, to take it to another level or carry out more series of raids, which happens in most of the cases. So clearly, as of now, as I said, they're not revealing much. But yes, all they're saying is that we've confirmed is that raids are going on as of now in this particular village called Avnira.
Also, Mufti, one more follow-up question that I did want to ask you. Now, why specifically are these raids taking place in Avnira village? Do we know about whether there's been any previous terror infiltration when it comes to this particular area?
Well, as I said, most of these attacks are taking place in Shopian and bordering areas of Shopian and Kulgam. And forces really have been concentrating on this. They have been collecting a lot of information about how these modules operate because we've been talking most of the times of hybrid militancy, which is a new challenge to police and security apparatus here. These are militants who are not listed and they're clearly off the radar, and they suddenly come in, they're being handed a pistol or a grenade for that matter, and by evening they go back and mix with the civilian population. For the security forces, it's extremely difficult. Now, what happens in these cases is that security forces, whenever they get a tip-off, in this case SIA, then they develop information, generate more intelligence, and so that they are able to neutralize these modules before they can really act and carry out those terror activities, mainly in this case because of late the militants have changed tack. Rather than attacking security forces, they are now carrying out these assassination bids, which we have seen in the last week. As I said, be it Puran Chand Bhatt in Shopian or for that matter, these two labours. Of late, militants have, rather than attacking the security forces, they're really concentrating on non-locals. And precisely that is what SIA is trying to unravel.
All right, Mufti, thank you so much for joining us and for providing us with that clarity. Right now, we're shifting focus.